So imperialism is our new topic that we are going to cover. Here we will see what were the causes that just due to this imperialism just begin and then flourish also. So here we were going to cover the economic causes and colonialism, how the growth of transport and communication also just became one of the reason for imperialism. After that, nationalism, and then religious cause. Okay, so let us start the topic. So see here. The practice of extending control or rule over the political and economic life of another country is known as imperialism. So this is the definition of imperialism. What is imperialism? The practice of extending control or rule over the political and economic life of another country. If one country is extending its control or ruling over other country politically and economically, then that process is known as imperialism. Okay, and this may be done through military or other means. Now, how it could be done? It could be done by military, okay, by fighting, or by other means, by talking, or by other in the terms of business or trade, right? So this practice is known as imperialism. Now, what were the reasons of imperialism? Why these nations are extending their control and ruling over the other countries, politically and economically dominating them, right? So let us see what is the reasons. So first one is the economic cause. So where we will see how this money, the finance is just making one of the reason for the rise of imperialism. So by the turn of 19th century, most of the European countries were industrialized. So most of the countries now they are industrialized. Okay, they are well and good. These countries needed constant supply of raw materials and a ready market for selling the finished good. Now what happens is they have a good industry, they are in need of raw material, right? And after that this raw material should be just whenever it will be converted into finished good, they need a market also. So that's why these countries are in need of constant supply of raw materials and a ready market for selling the finished good. Now what did they do? Now they will go to the other country. They will extend their control and rule over the other country. So they begin to extend their control over areas which were not industrialized. Now they begin to search a country, the areas of that country which were not industrialized. It means they are backward, so that they can go there and then take out the raw material and then convert it into finished good and then again sell in that market. Not only this, the capitalists too needed new places and new industries to invest their surplus capital, since this need could not be fulfilled in their own countries or in neighboring areas. So the capitalists were the people, the group of people who were very wealthy, and their main motive is to invest in trade and industry for profit only. Okay, so they were also in need of new industries so that they may do investment, and this was not fulfilling, their need was not fulfilling in their own countries or in neighboring areas. So due to this imperialism economic reason, the countries they were just extending their control and rule over the other country. So this is the first reason. Okay, second one is the colonialism. So it was the need for the raw material and market and the place for investment of capital which prompted the imperial nation to conquer land outside their country. Since these countries, imperial nations, they are in need of raw material and a market. Okay, so that's why they are looking for other land to conquer it. So they are looking, these imperial nations are looking to conquer land outside their country. As imperialism main feature was economic domination of colonies by an imperial nation through military conquest, political rule or any other method. And what happened? These imperial nations, their main motive was to conquer other land and just make colonies there, right? It can be done through military conquest or by politically or by other method. The wealth and resources were drained out from the colonies to the imperial countries. So why they are capturing this land? So that whatever the wealth and resources are there in that country, in that particular area of that country, they will take out from there and then to their own nations. Now, the country which conquer another land is known as imperial country. So those countries which are conquering another land is known as imperial country, while the conquered land is known as colony. So those who are conquering, they are known as imperial country, and the area that they have conquered is known as colony. So colonialism is one of the second reason of rise of imperialism. Since they want to take the wealth and resources, they are making colonies to the area they are conquering in the other country, and this is one of the other reason. Now third point is growth of transport and communication. Now see, earlier what happened, few countries are backward also, right? So they are far away also, people can't able to reach there. But as soon as the transportation and communication has been improved, now the people are exploring, they are reaching there also. If they are reaching there, now they are finding the wealth and resources also. And if they are finding there, what happened, these imperial nations are going to conquer it. And in this way, it also became one of the reason for imperialism. So earlier few countries like Asia and Africa were rich in resources, but they were politically and militarily weak and industrially backward. Even though they are very good in natural resources, but they were politically weak and military also weak, so anyone can fight and then win them. And industrially backward, it means they were just industrially backward also, okay, not very much flourish, industrially backward, poor country. Unfortunately, they were too far and distant also. So, moreover, the distance was also too far. No one can go there. Since the growth of imperialism coincided with the growth of transport and communication. So, as the imperialism began to grow, what happened? Coincidentally, the transport and communication also begin to grow. It means they are also growing. Okay. So, good roads, steamships, railways and canals were being built by industrialized nations in their own countries and in the colonies also. Now what they are doing, these industrialized nations, they are building the road and transportation, improving it in their own countries and in the colonies also. So now there is a smooth coming and going from one imperial nation to the colonies. Easy transportation of goods to and from the colonies made things easier for these countries. Troops could also be easily sent to colonies. Now what happened? Since the transportation has been improved, the coming and going of goods has become very easy. Not only this, they can also send the military also. So it became easy for them to conquer the land. So in this way, this one growth and transport also became, improvement of transportation also became one of the reason for imperialism. Now fourth point is the nationalism. So belongingness of nation, right, to one area of because of language. So that is nationalism. So extreme nationalism became a major force in the extension of imperialism. So due to this also imperialism extended. For pride, prestige and glory, some countries like Italy and Germany conquer land belonging to others. Now what happened? Italy and Germany are very flourished and industrially very developed countries. What did they do? Now they are thinking we are so rich. Now we must, for the pride and prestige also, we should conquer the land. For the industry purpose also and for the pride also. So now what are they are doing? They are conquering the land of other countries. Nationalism became a central motivating factor and pushed European nations to expand their empire of control across the world. So what they are thinking? So it is a pride for a nation also to extend their areas, their territory. So they are just exploiting the other countries and then conquering it. So nationalism also became one of the factor for the rise of imperialism. Finally, religious cause. So the European who had developed a feeling of racial superiority considered the people of Asia and Africa backward. So few Europeans, what did they think? We are best, okay, and they think we are best and the people of Asia and Africa are backward. So according to them, it was the white man burden to civilize the backward people. So they are thinking that this is our burden to civilize the backward people. And who are the civilized backward people? The people of Asia and Africa. And who are this one, the superior one? The Europeans, okay, the white men. So they are thinking then it is our responsibility to just civilize these backward people. in terms of education, in terms of just raising their living, standard of living. So they conquered this country and spread Christianity. So what are they doing? They are conquering this country and spreading Christianity and bring enlightenment to them. They spread their belief, custom and religious practices. Okay. This feeling provided a moral justification for the conquest of this land, and they are thinking that it is morally also good to conquer this land because we are just spreading the Christianity and just giving them, bringing the enlightenment to the people. So religious cause also became one of the reason for imperialism. So these are the causes we have just now covered: the economic cause, colonialism, growth of transport and communication, nationalism and religious cause. So imperialism is a long-standing political phenomena in human history that has helped to shape the contemporary global landscape. So it was a very long-standing political process that has been just shaped the human history around the world, because so many nations, imperial nations, they have conquered the land of the people of Asia and Africa, the land of Asia and Africa, and this one we can see in the other topic also, where we will cover the imperialism in Asia and Africa. You will get know how they are conquering these lands. I hope this topic is clear to you. So let us meet with the another topic in the next video.